Hello, good morning. In the last class, we discussed how the inductance capacitance behaves with alternating current. And today we shall discuss with how the current increases or decreases in case of inductor by applying DC, and in case of capacitor, how the current increases or decreases in case of capacitor. So that we call it as the growth and decay of current in RL circuits. Okay. So that means how whenever the circuit is switched on, the current is not immediately attains to maximum. It slowly increases in case of inductor. And whenever the current is switched off, the current in the inductor is not suddenly attains to zero. It takes very finite time to attain the zero. So how it decreases and how the current is growing and how it is decaying in RL circuit and also in case of RC circuit, we shall discuss one by one. So first of all, you have to discuss the growth of current in LR circuit. So for that purpose, we have to consider a circuit which contains a resistance and an inductance connected in series, and this series combination is connected to a source of EMF E through the tap key K. Now whenever the tap key K is closed, the current in the circuit starts increasing. The current in the circuit does not attain the maximum or steady state value, that is equal to E by R at once, because the induced EMF produced in across the inductor always opposes the growth of the current. Hence, the current in the circuit increases slowly and attains the maximum value or steady state value. So in the figure, we can write that the voltage drop across the resistance, that is equal to, that we have taken as V1, and that is equal to I into R. Similarly, the drop appeared across the inductance in the steady state, that is equal to V2, and that is equal to L into di by dt, where L is the self inductance of the coil and di by dt is rate of change of current. So according to Kirchhoff's voltage law, the algebraic sum of the instantaneous voltage drop across the circuit element for a closed loop is always vanishes, or that is equal to 0. So therefore, according to Kirchhoff's law, this E minus V1 minus V2, that is equal to 0, or from that we can write E is equal to V1 plus V2, take that as equation number 1. If at any instant the current in the circuit is I, then the potential drop across the resistor and inductor will be given by I into R and L into di by dt. So using equation number 1, we can write that equation number 1 as E is equal to, in place of V1 I can write I into R, and in place of V2 I can write L into di by dt. So on simplification, using that is E minus IR, that is equal to L into di by dt, when the current I reaches the maximum value, that is equal to I naught, then the back EMF, that is L into di by dt, that is equal to 0, because I reaches the maximum value, that is steady state, that we call it as constant. Therefore, the differentiation with respect to time with that current, that is always vanishes. Therefore, L into di by dt, that is equal to 0, and that E is equal to I naught into R. Okay. Therefore, E minus IR, that is equal to L into di by dt, or I naught, where E is equal to I naught into R. So I naught into R minus IR, that is equal to L into di by dt, or on simplification, that we are getting equation number 2 as di upon I naught minus I, that is equal to R by L into dt. On integrating this equation number 2, okay, that we are getting the equation number 3, that is minus log to the base E into bracket I naught minus I, that is equal to R by L into T plus C, where C is called as integration constant, and it is determined by the initial condition. So that is when T is equal to 0, at that time the current I is equal to 0. So substituting these values in that equation number 3, so that we have log minus log to the base E into bracket I naught minus I, that is equal to R by L into T minus log to the base E into that is I naught, that is in this equation number 3, that you have to substitute. So and simplifying, that we are getting, so that is when T is equal to 0, okay, then I is equal to 0. Substitute this value in this equation number 3, that we are getting C is equal to minus log to the base E I naught. Substitute that value of C, okay, in this equation, so that reduces to this value. On simplification, that we are getting the instantaneous current I is equal to I naught into bracket 1 minus e raised to R by L into T. So that equation number 5 you have to take. So on defining L by R, that is equal to tau, where that we call it as inductive time constant or time constant of LR circuit. So with this defining the time constant, that is equal to L by R, that is equal to tau. So that equation number 5 reduces to I is equal to I naught into bracket 1 minus e raised to t by tau. Take that as equation number 6, where these equation number 5 and 6 are called as expression for the growth of a current in a RL circuit. On plotting a graph of this time, that is in second, and the magnitude of the current along y-axis, so the nature of the graph is that we are obtaining as a parabola. Okay, so the steady current, that we call it as I naught. Okay, and the value of this time constant tau is determined with the help of this graph, that is equal to, if you draw a line at a magnitude that is equal to 0.632 times I naught, that we are getting the value of tau. So that is equal to called as the time constant. So that is equal to L by R. So initially from this equation, okay, initially the current in the circuit is 0 when time t is equal to 0. It increases exponentially following the expression 1 minus e raised to R by L into t. After infinite time, the current reaches to maximum value, that is equal to I naught, that is shown in the graph. When time t is equal to infinity, then the current has a steady state value, that is equal to I naught. So inductive time constant, that is defined as when t is equal to tau, then from the above equation we can write I is equal to I naught into bracket 1 minus e raised to minus 1. So that becomes, on simplification, so I is equal to 0.632 times I naught, or that is equal to 63.2%, that is times the maximum current, that is equal to I naught. Thus the time constant for RL circuit is the time in which the current increases up to 63.2% of the maximum current. Next we shall discuss the decay of current in LR circuit. So let us consider the charged inductor. Okay, so charged inductor means whenever a steady current is flowing through this inductor, then we call it as a charged inductance. Okay, that is connected in series with the R, okay, and a tap key. When you press the tap key K, what happens? So that means this inductor, the whatever the current, okay, that is stored in the inductor, that discharges through this R when you close this tap key K. The current in the circuit started decrease due to loss of inductive energy through the resistor. Once again, according to Kirchhoff's voltage law, the algebraic sum of the instantaneous voltage drop across the circuit elements for a closed loop is once again 0. So again, once again, E minus V1 minus V2, that is equal to 0. So where V1 and V2 are the voltage drop appeared across the resistance and inductance. Here once again we can write E is equal to V1 plus V2. Here E is equal to 0, thus V1 plus V2, that is equal to 0, because no EMF is connected here. So therefore we can take that E is equal to 0. So thus we are getting equation number 1 as V1 plus V2, that is equal to 0. If at any instant the current in the circuit is I, then the potential drop across the resistor and the inductor will be I into R and L into di by dt respectively. Substitute these values in this equation number 1 and go on simplifying, that you are getting that equation number 2 as di by I, that is equal to minus R by L into dt. So once again, on integrating this equation number 2 with respect to t, we have, so integration of di by I, that is equal to minus integration R by L into dt, or log I to the base E, that is equal to minus R by L into t plus C. Once again, the C is called as the integration constant and determined by the initial condition. So that is when t is equal to 0, then I is equal to I naught. Okay. So hence equation number 3 reduces to, so that is C is equal to log I naught to the base E. Substitute this value of C from this equation number 4 in equation number 3. So that we are getting that equation, and once again on simplifying, so that we are getting I is equal to I naught e raised to minus R by L into t. Once again, the dimensions of L by R, that is equal to dimensions of time, so that we call it as inductive time constant or time constant of LR circuit. So that is defined as tau, so that is equal to L by R. Substituting the value of this time constant tau is equal to L by R in that equation number 5, so that we are getting I is equal to I naught e raised to, that is minus t by tau. So equation number 5 and 6, they are called as the expression of decay of current in RL circuit. So these expressions indicates that initially the current in the circuit, that is equal to I naught, that is when time t is equal to 0, and it decreases exponentially following the expression, so that is e raised to minus R by L into t. After infinite time, the current reaches to minimum value, and that is equal to 0. When time t is equal to infinity, then the current I is equal to 0. So that is shown in the graph. So that means the decay of current in the RL circuit, so that is shown. Then inductive time constant, that we can define. The expression for decay of a current in LR circuit is given by this equation. When t is equal to tau, then from above equation we can write I is equal to I naught e raised to t by e raised to minus t by tau. So that is equal to I naught e raised to minus 1. because tau get cancelled, t is equal to tau, so e raised to minus 1, or that is equal to I naught 1 divided by e raised to 1, so that is equal to 1 I naught divided by 2.718, or that is equal to 0.368 times R naught, I naught, or 36.8 times percentage of I naught. So thus we can define the time constant in RL circuit is the time in which the current decays from steady state value to 36.8% of the maximum current. So that is shown in the graph when you take the current along y-axis and the time along x-axis. So the current decreases exponentially as shown in the graph. Then at a point that is equal to 0.368 times I naught, okay, so you have to draw a line parallel to x-axis, then a vertical axis, so that cuts the time axis at a point that is equal to tau, so that gives the time constant of a RL circuit. In case of a growth of a current, the time constant tau that is equal to 63.2 times the value of I naught, and in case of decay of a current, the time constant tau, so that is equal to 36.8% of I naught. Okay, so sometimes the question may be 2 marks question may be asked. So define the time constants of a RL circuit. You can write any one of this one. Time constant for RL circuit is the same time, okay, in which the current decays from steady state value to 36.8% of the maximum current, or the time constant of a RL circuit is the time in which the current increases from a steady state value to 60, that is from 0 to steady state value, that is 63.2 times the maximum current. So that we have defined already. So that means the time constant for RL circuit is a time in which the current increases up to 63.2% of the maximum current. So this is all about this the growth and decay of a current in RL circuit. In the next class, we shall discuss the charging and discharging of a capacitor, okay, in RC circuit, how the capacitor charges, whether it suddenly charges or slowly charges, how the capacitor discharges through resistance, all these things that we shall discuss in the next class.